Ang negosyo is very dependent on one's mindset. What I mean is most successful business people, they're successful because they have the right mindset. Ano ibig sabihin natin ito? Kung marinig natin yung salitang business, no, ano yung palaging pumapasok sa isip natin? Kasi kung halimbawa, hindi tayo pinalaki sa pamilya na may negosyo, hindi tayo na-orient habang bata tungkol sa negosyo. Ang orientation natin is more on the employment side, no? Lalo na sa mga Pilipino. Pero kung mga Chinese na business people ang kinabibilangan mo, malamang may tamang mindset ka tungkol sa business. Kasi kung narinig mo yung salitang business, siguro ang pumapasok sa isipan mo is, kung magninegosyo ako, ano kaya yung negosyong papasukin ko na maganda ang kita at walang masyadong risk. So, doon pa lang sa question na yon, hindi na natin malaman yung sagot, no? Hindi na tayo makamove forward. Kasi there's no such thing as magandang negosyo para sa lahat. Maganda yung negosyo dahil yun ang tamang negosyo para sa kanya. At kayang-kaya niyang hawakan at palakihin kasi yung abilidad niya ay nasa sang-ayon doon sa negosyong yon. So the other thing that we think about is how much money do I have that I can go into business, no? Kadalasan iniisip natin, wala naman akong kapital para dyan. Therefore, hindi ako pwedeng magnegosyo. That's another limiting belief, no? Kasi sa totoo lang, a lot of business people who started small are now big business people. They didn't think about the money that they have. They just thought about starting their own business. And some people would think na hindi naman ako nakatapos ng business school, tapusin ko muna para magnegosyo. Pero alam mo ba na maraming hindi naman nakatapos ng business school and yet they're so good in business because they have the right mindset. At marami din namang magagaling sa business school pero hindi nakapagnegosyo. So wala sa lahat ng yon, no? Let me explain why. Kasi ang negosyo starts with what you have, no? In other words, kung ang tanong is, ano ba ang pangailangan ng customer? Ano ba yung need ng customer na kaya kong i-provide, no? So doon nagsisimula yon. In fact, I have seen a lot of people started with almost nothing. Doon sila nagsimula at lumaki sila. My daughter is an example. She actually bought some okay clothes base doon sa kanyang allowance. And then she altered those okay clothes. Pinalitan ng botones, pinaganda. And then she started selling those to her classmates, no? And then lumaki, eventually may website siya and she was selling to people who are not her classmates, no? Hindi naman siya kilala, pero binibili yung produkto niya. Kasi nandun yung galing niya. Okay, ngayon may negosyo siya. It's something bigger than that. So, if you're willing to start small with what you have, which is your ability and talent and gifting, yung nakahiligan mo, then you can start a business. Kadalasan, noon tayo nagkakamali tayo kasi ang iniisip natin is, ano ba yung pera dyan? Walang kakaibahan yon doon sa nakita mo sa kalye na sampagita vendor na nagmamakaawa sa iyo na bilhin mo yung kanyang sampagita dahil gusto na niya umuwi, gusto na niya kumain. So binili mo out of pity, out of awa, no? Binili mo. So ang tanong is, kailangan mo ba yung sampagita? Binili mo for another reason, hindi dahil kailangan mo. So kailangan ma-identify mo yung need ng customer na kaya mong ibigay. Doon ka kinakailangan magsimula. So ang tanong is, ano yung kaya mong ibigay? Ano yung meron ka? So another story that I have is a friend of mine who started a business right after college kasi hindi siya matanggap sa trabaho dahil meron siyang tuberculosis. Therefore, ang sabi niya, I will employ myself. Ang alam lang niya is to repair intercoms. Intercoms are yung communication system within an office, a hospital, a school, no? Communication system siya, parang telepono. So alam lang niya mag-repair ng intercom kasi nakita niya sa brother niya. Pag sinasama siya ng brother niya to repair intercoms dahil doon siya nagtatrabaho sa kumpanyang ganon, nag-aabot siya ng pliers, ng screwdriver, etc. So natutunan niya. Yun lang ang alam niya. Ang ginawa niya, bumili siya ng lumang typewriter, 50 pesos from a junk shop at nag-type siya ng proposals, pinadala niya sa mga kumpanya. There's one company that took him in. At yun doon nag-umpisa yung kanyang business. Nag-bayad ng down payment yung kumpanya. Doon siya nagsimula. Ngayon, he has 5 companies that are in high technology. So, paano nangyari yon? Ganito yung business, no? Lumalaki siya. Hindi ka agad malaki. Kasi kung malaki ang kapital mo at nag-ambisyon ka ng malaki kaagad, malamang hindi mo kayang hawakan, mag-fail ka. That's why it's so important to know how much ability you have. Doon ka lang magsisimula sa abilidad na yon. Hindi mo matututunan ng business in terms of steps 1 to 10. Kadalasan may mga libro, steps 1 to 10 to successful business. Hindi siya nakakatulong. Why? Because you will only learn what to do in the second step once you have made the first step. In other words, business is evolution or discovery. Parang pumapasok ka sa isang teritoryo na hindi mo kabisado. Therefore, unti-unti kang natututo. Ang importante is you are a fast learner and you desire to learn. You are curious and you are excited to learn more. That's one quality of a successful business person. Persevering and then also patient. In other words, hindi ka nagmamadali because you enjoy. You learn to enjoy what you're doing. Alam mo na may pupuntahan ka. And you have the confidence, no? Kasi meron kang value-creating ability. Every person has a value-creating ability. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Meron kang kakayanan na mag-provide ng value dun sa customer. Maaring empleyado ka at makikita mo, meron ka din yan. The value that you create for your employer is what you do with your skill. In other words, meron ka skill. For example, you're a lawyer, you're an accountant, you're a computer expert. Whatever you are, you're skilled with, no? Yun yung pinanggagalingan ng value mo. This is God-given. The ability to create value is God-given. The other ability that you have to develop is a management ability. Your management ability and creative ability, both of them will have to grow as you do business, no? Hindi nangangahulugan na pagpasok mo sa negosyo is na-develop mo na lahat yun. Ang importante is pumasok ka doon sa kaya mong pasukin and then unti-unti mong i-grow yung business. At para mag-grow mo yung business, kailangan mag-grow din yung abilidad mo, yung kaalaman mo, yung creativity mo, yung management ability mo, kailangan mag-grow. So ang katanungan dyan is, number 1, what do you have in your hands? In terms of talents, ability, savings na magtatawid sa'yo during the time na wala ka pang kita. And then number 2 is, excited ka ba na mag-grow? Excited ka ba na matuto? Yun ang mga katanungan na importante sa isang gusto magnegosyo.